Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honor, the praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, scattered abroad. Alright, this is the brother Barazal here with a lesson, and Lord willing, it's edifying. Alright, so this lesson will be entitled, The Lord Sealed the Book from the Non-Believers. Okay, just going into that the Lord is in control. Okay, it's no such thing as free will. All right, everything that has been done has been intentionally done through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Yahushua. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah 29:9. It says, "Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink." All right, so this is not going into, wine, right? Strong drink, alcohol. All right, more so, this is going into, philosophies, unbelievers. All right, those who, go into idol worship. All right. People that operate in ways, contrary to, the spirit. All right. It's talking about those people. All right. When you walk out your home, the modern person, all right, the average person is not walking through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Yahushua. All right. One person's Christian, other person Catholic, other person Muslim, another guy an atheist. So these are the people that are drunken, that stagger but not with strong drink. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. That's right. So it's the Lord that poured out the spirit of deep sleep. Deep sleep going into you won't be able to get the understanding. Okay, being caught up in the ways of this world. All right. So it says, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. So this is all from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay. There's no such thing as free will. All right. The world is in the state it's in today because that's how the Lord wanted it to be. All right. And the future of this world is also how the Lord wants it to be as well. All right. And we know that, what the Lord wants through, the scriptures, through the knowledge that was given from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua unto the prophets, to break it down. All right. And for this word, this message, all right, to be pushed across the four corners of the earth. All right. And verse 11, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. So there you go. And the Lord has sealed the book, from the unbelievers. All right, from those who are not the elect. All right, the words, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this book is sealed. All right, that's why, no matter how Plaintables, we go out and push the message, no matter how much you try to, bang over the head with Jake with this message, they'll never get it because they weren't meant to get it. All right, the book is sealed from them. You see, and that comes with understanding, how the Lord operates. All right, and there's people that He has chosen, to get it, and there's people that He has chosen not to get it. All right, and the Lord has chosen a remnant to get that as well, right? And we can we can get that too. Book of Isaiah, there we go, 1-9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. All right. So except the Lord have left a very small remnant, that's going into the elect. All right. Those that the Lord has chosen. All right. In order to be those servants, those vessels, to push the word, right? Because as we know, most of our people, they go off, do their own thing, right? Are blinded, but that's all through. But that's because that's what the Lord wants. All right. So let's get the next precept. So this is Book of Romans 11:7. It says, "What then Israel hath not obtained, which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." All right. So there you go. The rest were blinded. And who did the blinding? It was Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. But the election will obtain it. All right. And this is all predestined. All right. Ever since the beginning of time. All right. This is the Lord pretty much wrote up his script. All right. And even prophets, the scriptures going to prophets, when I formed thee in the belly, going into Jeremiah, all right, that he knew he was going to be a prophet. All right. Now us, knowing the truth, knowing who we are as Israelites, we have confidence, that we have the 100% truth, But with that comes, overcoming, and endurance, because we strive to be the elect, we hoping to be the elect, all right, but at the end of the day, we don't know, that's why we got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, all right, because you could have just, at the end of the day, you couldn't have got this truth at all. The Lord could have just made you a straight up nigger, scoffer, scorner, not even believing you were Israelite. All right. So every day, we got to be thankful that the Lord has blessed us, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, because there are those who, who never get it, and won't get it, until we get into the kingdom, until the Lord ultimately, delivers his judgment, all right, unto those who remained unfaithful, see? So it's the book of Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord, Yahweh, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. All right, there you go. And the Lord did it to where, he did it to the, he revealed it to the poor, the meek, the lowly. All right. It don't mean anything that, you have certain, degrees and, you took these different Bible classes and courses and, whatever other, worldly accolades that people may deem, mean anything. No. All right. The prophets of old, didn't have that type of stuff. All right. It's simply the Holy Spirit, poured unto you, and the Lord puts a spirit on you to seek the understanding. Okay. So it says again, let's read it again, Amos 3:7. surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. His secrets. All right, what are the secrets? All right, the secrets of the scriptures, of the prophecies. Okay, you know, and you know, we got it. You know, we believe we have the 100% truth. You know, going into prophecy, going into the breakdowns. Okay, you know, going into, you know, who Esau is, what Babylon is. All right, you know, who Jacob is. All right, you know, we believe we got it. All right, and the Lord will reveal it unto his servants, the prophets. All right. So this is the book of Matthew 13 and 13. Or we can go to, we can start at 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. There you go. Point blank. And that's in the words of Yahweh Shai. All right. Verse 12, for whosoever hath to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. All right. So, you know, the Lord, he picks who he wants to get it, and you know, he blinds who he don't want to get it. All right. That's why it's no point in you know, debating, you know, these different Christians or anti-Christians, should I say, Catholics. All right. You know, whatever they believe in. All right, because, you know, they just not gonna get it. All right. Because the Lord don't want them to, you know, and that comes with a level of understanding as well, because you got people who, you know, all they live to do is debate people, which it comes to a point where, you know, you really only doing it for your own gain, you know, for the views, for the money, you know, whatever type of ulterior motive you may have. All right, because you understand that, you know, the Lord is only dealing with the elect, and the understanding and the secret will only be given to the elect, which is a remnant. It ain't gonna be a whole lot of people. All right, it's as we just read in Isaiah 1 and 9, the elect is a very small remnant. All right, of the nation of Israel. Okay. Verse 14, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. See? So no matter what you show them, what you tell them, you know, they just ain't gonna get it. All right? That's why, you know, hey, you know, you coming up, you scoffing, you're not coming in the right spirit, you know, hey, just go the other way. All right? Because, you know, we out there for the elect. All right? We going out there, you know, we showing, you know, you seeing the sign, you know, we bringing out the, you know, the precepts, going into the prophecies, going into the downfall of his kingdom. All right, you know, the elect is going to get it just like that. You know, the spirit's going to jump on them, and they're going to realize, okay, this is the truth. You know, and continue to be built up and increase their understanding in the scriptures. All right. Verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So there you go. You know, the Lord, and you know, the Lord has given, you know, the elect a gift, right? You know, a gift that, you know, is rare to find, man. All right, that's why we say that this truth is precious. You know, this truth is a precious thing to have. All right, you know, because most people ain't got it. See, to be given faith from the Lord is a gift. You know, but you know, that'll do it. That'll do it with the lesson. So Lord willing, that was edifying. So with that, I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Shalom.